What up, football fans? It's your boy Randy again with the changing game. Week 2 is over. Let's recap what I did last week. 14 out of 16. That takes me through 2 weeks. 26 out of 32 in the changing games predictions. What did we learn last week? Man, we learned that special teams is still important. There was a lot of close games, but the injury bug is definitely already biting some teams with some key injuries. Joe Burrow is out for 3 months with turf toe. He has to have surgery. Mac from the Chargers, thank God it's only a dislocated elbow. I mean, as I say that, dislocated elbow, it looked like his arm was broken if you saw that play. And some other injuries, but, next man up. So let's get into Week 3's picks. This is the changing games picks for Week 3 in the NFL. Dolphins 0-2 going to Buffalo, who's 2-0. Man, but the Bills are just playing on a different level. They just look in sync. This is on Prime tonight, 5:15. The Dolphins, coach Mike McDaniel, it just seems like they're going in the wrong direction. Does the Dolphins even have a pass rush? They can't seem to get to any of the quarterbacks. So I got the Bills, no problem in this one. Packers 2-0 going to the Browns 0-2. Is this Joe Flacco's last stand? I mean, you don't pull him this early, do you? I mean, look for Myles Garrett. He's playing out of his mind, even in the losses. Look for him to have a great game. But this is going to be an easy one for the Packers. They're solid. I got the Packers winning this one. Colts 2-0 going to the Titans 0-2. Colts playing well. Daniel Jones, is he the early favorite for player of the year? He's playing out of his mind. Just goes to show you, and I was talking to my son about this. If you're a great quarterback and you go to the wrong situation, the wrong team, the wrong coach, the wrong coordinator, and if you've been there for a few years and they're making changes every year, how can you possibly have any continuity and do well? Well, look what Daniel Jones is doing. He goes to the Colts, gets a restart, and, he's playing lights out. Jonathan Taylor's running ridiculous right now. He's back to his old form. Cam Ward, he's had some, flashes of greatness, if I say that, but their line is pathetic. So I'm taking the Colts in this one. Bengals 2-0 at the Vikings 1-1. No Joe Burrow, he's out. Turf toe surgery for 3 months. Jake Browning steps in. JJ McCarthy, he's hurt with an ankle sprain. So now Carson Wentz is going to be starting for the Vikings. I don't trust Carson Wentz. Even with Jake Browning as the quarterback, no Joe Burrow. I mean, Jake Browning's played well in certain situations. I'm taking the Bengals to go 3-0, despite missing Joe Burrow. Steelers 1-1 at the Patriots 1-1. Can the Steelers run the ball? It just seems like their running game is just absent. And will Aaron Rodgers be able to handle pressure? I think that's going to be the big key factor in this game. Can the Pats front seven get to Aaron Rodgers? I think they do, and I take the Patriots to win this one at home. Rams 2-0 at Eagles 2-0. This could be one of the games of the week. This is a replay of the divisional round in the playoffs, the rematch last year. Can the Eagles throw the ball downfield farther than 10 yards? I mean, I don't know. If the Eagles pass rush can get to can get to Stratford, it could be a long day. You still got Saquon. This is going to be a tough one. I'm going with the Eagles to win this one and go 3-0. Jets 0-2 at the Bucs 2-0. Baker has this team believing. He is passionate. He's fun to watch. You got to admit, he is fun to watch. He's scrappy. People get in his face, and he's just, I love watching him. It's good to see him doing well. Justin Fields is out for this one. He's hurt. And so Tyrod Taylor's getting the call. He's going to be starting in this one. Can Aaron Glenn, the coach of the Jets, make any adjustments? It just doesn't seem like he's able to. I'm taking the Bucs to win this and go 3-0. Raiders 1-1 at the Commanders 1-1. They're saying Jaden Daniels is probably not going to play in this game, and Marcus Mariota is going to get the nod. Raiders D is not playing bad. They played pretty good the last 2 weeks. But I don't trust their quarterback. I think Marcus has, I think he's going to have a good game. I think the Commanders still win without Jaden Daniels and go 2-1 in this one. Falcons 1-1 at the Panthers 0-2. Man, poor Bryce Young. He's lost 2 of his key offensive linemen. He's running for his life. Another instance where you got a Heisman Trophy winner and a great talent, but running for his life. You need offense, you need blindside help, you need a great blindside tackle, and you need a solid offensive line to be able to throw the ball and move the chains. Michael Penix has been playing out of his mind. I look for him to have an awesome game in his second year. Atlanta's D is playing really well. So I got the Falcons winning this one and going 2-1. Texans 0-2 going to the Jags 1-1. Travis Hunter, I think everyone's finding out. I think he's going to be fine long term, but it's super hard to play both ways in the NFL. Can they get him the ball downfield? He is so athletic and he's got great hands. Air it out. They need to air it out and get it to him downfield. What has happened to CJ Stroud? I think he seems to be going backwards. DeMeco Ryans, this is a big game for him and the Texans. This is kind of like last year. I think they were 0-2 and then they won that third game and then they went on that roll. I don't see the Texans going 0-3. I think they got a great defense, and I think I'm taking the Texans to win this one and go 1-2 and save the season. Broncos 1-1 at Chargers 2-0. Well, I wonder which one I'm picking. I think this is going to be the battle of the coordinators. I got Greg Roman, the offensive coordinator of the Bolts, opening up the playbook for Justin Herbert and have him just go downfield and just take advantage of these big receivers and just throwing it up. J.K. Dobbins is going to be playing his old team. But can the Bolts run on the Broncos? Can we get the running game going? But here's the key, I think. Defensive coordinator for the Bolts, Jesse Minter. Can he put Bo Nix in the walls of Jericho? Can they shackle him and make sure that he can't get active? I think they can. I think the coordinators for the Bolts are just the game plan is just going to be too much. I got the Chargers going 3-0 for the first time since 2002. We were 3-0, but then we ended up tanking and going 8-8, and then they didn't make the playoffs. But this is different. Culture's different. Coaching's different. We got the personnel. I got the Chargers with the coordinators that they got on both sides of the ball, drawing up the game plan and having some key special teams play, and Justin Herbert just continuing his MVP performances. I got the Chargers winning this one. Saints 0-2 going to the Seahawks 1-1. Spencer Rattler versus Sam Darnold. This is one of the who cares games. But I think Sam Darnold's just going to be too much. And I got the Seahawks winning and going 2-1. Cowboys 1-1 going to the Bears 0-2. I think Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams hasn't been playing awful. He's had some good games. I think the Cowboys secondary is suspect. I think Ben Johnson is going to put a game plan together where Caleb can really take advantage of that. I got the Bears going to 1-2 and beating the Cowboys in this one at home at Soldier Field. Cardinals 2-0 at the 49ers 2-0. Mac Jones getting the nod again. I think the 49ers defense is playing really good. Look for Fred Warner to just go unconscious in this game. And really, they might even score on defense. I got the Niners going to 3-0. In the Monday night games, in the first game, you got the Chiefs 0-2 going to the Giants 0-2. Russell Wilson at home. The Chiefs, they got issues in their secondary. So, they might take advantage. Russell could take advantage of that. I just don't see the Kansas City Chiefs with all the playoff experience, all the Super Bowl experience, the personnel they got, the coaching that they got. I do not see them going to 0-3 to start the year. I just don't. I got the Chiefs. And then in the primetime game, Lions 1-1 at the Ravens 1-1. Jared Goff against Lamar Jackson. I honestly think, Derrick Henry's been coughing up the football, fumbling a lot. I look for him to have a monster game in this game. I think Lamar will actually make plays when he needs to with his feet and with his arm. I got the Ravens going 2-1 in week 3. Which games did I get right? Which games did I get wrong? Put your comments down below. Like, share, follow, comment for more NFL coverage only on the changing game. We're at week 3. We're going to week 17. So we got some more times, more games to break down. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Take care.